I am delighted to join with the chairwoman as ranking member in also affirming the importance of a reauthorization and authorization legislation, which really is a roadmap and gives the kind of infrastructure to the work that is so ably being done and allows us to work closely on issues that will better enhance the service that both United States Customs and Border Protection, U.S. Immigration Customs Enforcement are able to give on behalf of this nation. Enacting such legislation is long overdue. Authorizing legislation for these agencies has not been updated since the Homeland Security Act of 2002 established CBP and ICE within the Department of Homeland Security, and I've been here long enough to have been part of that process and part of the organizing process of the actual Homeland Security Department, the merger of so many different agencies, and certainly this committee. Neither component is authorized in law as it stands in its current form. While the law has not been updated, the world has continued to turn. Today, CBP is one of the largest components within DHS, with 60,000 dedicated employees committed to securing and administering our nation's borders. I also recognize that for those of us who have spent many a day or hours at the border and both southern and northern border, we see the variations of service of those who work for CBP. We've heard their concerns. We've heard their descriptions of their work and their needs, and I believe it's very important now to hone in on all the work and the workers and to be able to provide an authorization bill that responds to some of their concerns as well. With that in mind, I would like to offer into the record, Madam Chair, a statement by the National Treasury Employees Union, NTEU. The President is Colleen M. Kelly, National President, responding to the issue of the needs that they have with respect to the staffing issues that are so very important. I ask unanimous consent to put this into the record.
Without objection.
Thank you. The agency has a myriad of new responsibilities, including administering more sophisticated travel screening programs, expanded trusted traveler initiatives, and enhanced border security technologies. ICE is DHS investigative agency with over 20,000 men and women enforcing federal laws governing border control, customs, trade, and immigration. Their work is also ever more complex, with investigations related to narcotic smuggling and human trafficking, in addition to immigration enforcement and other responsibilities. I want to thank Mr. Ragsdale and ICE and the representative of ICE for participating in an official congressional hearing in Houston, Texas on human trafficking, which in that hearing, Houston, Texas was noted as the epicenter of human trafficking. And I appreciate, Madam Chairwoman, and as we proceed on this reauthorization, the work that ICE is doing around the country to help save lives and to help end the exploitation of children and women and others in this deadly devastation, human trafficking, modern-day slavery. So I wanted to make note of that. Given the scope and importance of the missions carried out by CBP and ICE, proper authorizing legislation is essential to ensuring appropriate staffing and programmatic guidance from Congress. It is the responsibility of the committee to ensure such legislation is acted upon. That's why I am proud to be an original co-sponsor of both H.R. 3846, the United States Customs and Border Protection Authorization, and H.R. 4279, the United States Immigration Customs Enforcement Authorization Act. I thank the gentlelady from Michigan for working with our offices and for this bipartisan nature of the discussions regarding these bills to date, and looking forward to continued collaboration on the measures as they move through the legislative process. The bills as introduced provide an excellent basis for discussion today and a good starting point for the legislative process. Many times the public sees CBP as the guys at the border and ladies at the border. ICE is seen in many instances by diverse groups, particularly immigrant groups, as the detainers of individuals, their loved ones, or detainers of those who have been taken into immigration custody. Their work is vast and much broader. We must give them the tools to do so, and I might add here, we must pass comprehensive immigration reform that will in fact allow them to have a structure of law that will ensure that the bad guys are detained and others who want to do work have a process to access citizenship. I look forward to continuing to work together as we move toward a possible markup. Today I look forward to hearing from members about what provisions they believe need to be included in legislation authorizing CBP and ICE, and we'll be looking at the record. We are fortunate to have members on the Democratic side with a great deal of expertise on border security matters, whether they represent a border district or have a long history of work with the subcommittee. I hope that we will be actively engaged in laying the groundwork for a possible future markup by questioning the witnesses on issues relevant to the legislation being considered, along with a number of other initiatives that I've introduced. Members' insight will be invaluable as the legislative process moves forward. I understand that the administration has not yet taken an official position on either H.R. 3846 or 4279. However, I hope the witnesses will do their utmost to offer their insight, opinion, and expertise in response to members' questions regarding the bills as introduced. I thank the witnesses for being here, and I'm delighted to join with the chairwoman on this hearing. I conclude by indicating to the chairwoman and to the members of this committee, I also have Attorney General Holder in the Judiciary Committee, and at a certain point in this hearing, I will be departing and ask your indulgence and thank you for your courtesy, recognizing the overlapping schedule that I have. Thank you so very much. I yield back at this time.